into that. So before that, we'll see the how to crack a window password. So before that, we'll put that ISO on download. Let's see. Let's put the uh, ISO on download. Windows. So like this, you also can download Windows 8 ISO. No, it's- So guys, lab setup all you have done. Yesterday, what we have taught, like download virtual machine, and into that you have to install the Kali Linux or the Parrot operating system, Parrot distribution. Everybody, I think, might have done. Okay, so that lab setup today we'll do a few lab setup, then we'll start along with the PPT, and then we'll do the practical. Okay, like how we can crack the window password or a Kali password. Okay, and few different kind of basic command which we use into Kali Linux to operate that Kali Linux properly. Okay. See, from this website you can download. I'm downloading ISO image 8. Okay. So we'll use this ISO to break its password. We'll see whether it is downloading or not. See, it is downloading, and the net speed is a bit low. Let's see. As the first session goes, the speed will increase and will install into the virtual machine. Okay, so the virtual machine which I'm using over here, the VMware workstation, you can also download this VMware workstation. So virtualization environment. Okay, so here as you can see, I have a 5 machine into my system, Kali Linux and server client, and there is a WASP of 10, WASP broken web BWA. So Kali Linux, have you all downloaded? Has anybody downloaded? Could you tell me anyone? Yesterday I told you how you have to download. Hello guys. Okay, so it's better you all download. See, you have to download it from here and you can just power on this virtual machine. And what is virtualization? How we do these things? We'll learn into this session also. Okay. So we'll start with the introduction of the operating system. What is operating system? And so what is the basic operating system which we are using into our system? Can anyone tell me?
Windows.
Windows.
Exactly. The window operating system we are already using into our system. Okay. And window is GUI based operating system, graphical user interface. Okay. What is operating system and what is the key function, how evolution has taken place of operating systems, everything is there. Okay. And how window is different from the Linux, or whether how Linux is different from the Windows, everything will be learning in this website, in this PPT. Okay. So what is operating system first of all? So everybody knows in our computer is just a piece of hardware. Okay. Until and unless it will get a window installed into that. तो अभी हमारे सिस्टम में हमारा कंप्यूटर सिस्टम तब बनता है जब हार्डवेयर और उसके ऊपर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इंस्टॉल होता है, तब जाके हम उसको प्रॉपरली यूज कर सकते हैं। ओके। आपने बिना विंडो के कोई सिस्टम देखा नहीं होगा। ओके, उसको डॉस मशीन बोलते हैं। जस्ट उसके अंदर कुछ नहीं होगा, टोटली एम्प्टी। ओके। एंड व्हाट इज सॉफ्टवेयर? सो एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर प्लस सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर कंबाइंड टुगेदर, एंड टुगेदर वी कॉल्ड एज सॉफ्टवेयर। ओके। In case of Linux also, when a kernel and along with the different kinds of software which is provided by GNU, they combine together, and then Linux, that is operating system, has evolution. Okay. An operating system is a system software that act as an intermediator between user of a computer and the computer hardware. Okay, so it's like जो आप इंस्ट्रक्शन दोगे वो हार्डवेयर तक पहुंचाने का काम कौन करेगा? ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम। और जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम उसको इंस्ट्रक्शन देगा, वो आपको जो आउटपुट देगा वो आपको डिस्प्ले के थ्रू आपको शो करने का काम कौन करेगा? ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम। Okay, so operating system, you can say it's very important, or you can say the structure or the totally core of any kind of systems. Okay. Operating system goal. What is the goal of operating system? Execute user program and make solving user problem easier. So as soon as we install the operating system in our system, we can do the daily task into our system. Okay, until and unless if we are not installing any kind of operating system, our system will be have no use. It's better to install. But already when we buy some kind of laptop, we get already operating system installed into that. Okay, we will see that it's convenient to use, and computer hardware is an efficient manner. So we can use, like, see, you go into the market and buy laptop. तुमने खरीदा लैपटॉप, अगर से कल को उसके अंदर हार्ड डिस्क या फिर रैम कम पड़ेगा तो उसके अंदर आप डलवा सकते हो। ओके। तो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को वो पता चलना चाहिए, so उसके लिए अलग अलग सॉफ्टवेयर आते हैं कि आप डलवा सकते हो वहां पे। स्ट्रक्चर क्या है ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का? स्क्रीन विजिबल है ना?
Yes, sir.
ओके। सी एज यू कैन सी, राइट साइड में आपको सबसे नीचे क्या दिख रहा होगा? राइट साइड में फर्स्ट यूजर है। ये आर्किटेक्चर, यू कैन से दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर और द आर्किटेक्चर ऑफ एनी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, और एनी वी कैन से विंडो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम। Okay, so first of all, the user, we are the using that system, and the application are installed on that operating system. So into bottom, see, in the bottom there is a hardware. This is our hardware. Okay. So on hardware, operating system is installed. Okay. And then application are installed into operating system. And we are the user using application which is running over operating system and which is giving the access of hardware. हम यूजर लोग एप्लीकेशन को ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम पे इंस्टॉल करते हैं, फिर हार्डवेयर का एक्सेस दिलाता है। अगर से मुझे स्टोरेज चाहिए, रैम की बढ़ानी है, तो वो सब हार्डवेयर का एक्सेस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम ही दिलाता है। ओके। जैसे कि यहाँ पे मैं देख, more people are coming into lobby. Okay. So this is the architecture, you can say. There is a CPU, front side bus, okay, and there is a different kinds of component of any kind of computer. Like see here, you can see RAM. RAM देखा आप लोग नहीं देखो. See, this is RAM. This is keyboard, mouse, and all, which is the input device, and this is an IC, network interface card. Okay, and here you can see this is USB, some kind of pen drive it is, एंड और अडाप्टर भी हो सकता है और ये वेबकैम है. ओके, सो ये सारे कंपोनेंट यू कैन से ऑफ कंप्यूटर इन एनी कंप्यूटर सिस्टम. And everybody knows CPU is the heart of computer, which full form is central processing unit, which you can say brain of computer. It perform all the calculation. हम लोग अभी जितना भी इनपुट डालते हैं, कंप्यूटर doesn't understand what we type into that. Like मैंने जो just लिखा कि I'm a cyber security expert, even though it will not understand what it is written, so it will convert that string into bits form 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 1 and 0. Then it will be processing and the output will be according to that, because it is not understanding. Computer will only understand 1 and 0 language. Okay. In order to do this job, the CPU need command to perform and data with work with. Okay, so we provide so often a lot of data into our SSD hard disk. Okay, so CPU process that data and work according to that and show output according to that. Okay, so CPU is the main part. So in our laptop, CPU comes with the laptop built-in CPU is there, and if we buy any kind of desktop system, the CPU we get as external, detached you can, and you can use in any monitor. What is RAM? The RAM full form is random access memory, which perform the processing task. So it is like disk or workspace where your computer temporarily store all the information, data, and instruction that is currently using. So everything which you are doing and which is processing by RAM only. Okay, so RAM पे क्या क्या डिपेंड करता है, आपके सिस्टम का स्टेबिलिटी क्या है, आपके सिस्टम का कितना स्मूथली चल रहा है, आपका किस सिस्टम इतना फास्ट चल रहा है, टोटली डिपेंड ऑन रैम or your storage device. Like if you are using SSD, that would be more fast than HDD. Okay, so random access memory, and each RAM chip contain million of space address. There is a million of space address comes along with the RAM. Each address space is the same space and its own unique identifying number. Okay, so this is RAM. So RAM has two types. First SATA and the second one is NVMe. So the SATA is, you can say, this is the RAM which is fast usually. Okay, which is supported through usually laptop of 30 to 40,000, 50,000. But the NVMe, which is I think 7 to 8 times faster than SATA RAM. Okay, non-volatile memory, which is the full form of NVMe. So it is 7 to 8 times faster than our usually RAM SATA. Okay, this is operating system mode, you can say. So here you can say there is a hardware in the basic part would be the hardware, and the other part will be the kernel. And on the kernel there is a different kind of file system manager, security system. Everything related to security are installed on the kernel only. And there is the upper part of that dispatcher and the application interface. Over all the application and services will be installed. जितने भी सर्विसेज हम लोग आउट थर्ड पार्टी के या फिर इंस्टॉल करेंगे, वो सारे एप्लीकेशन इंटरफेस पे इंस्टॉल होते हैं. What is kernel? Guys, like CPU is the brain of a memory. So that's like kernel is a very important part of any kind of computer system. Okay. So kernel is software code that reside in a central core of OS. Operating system के एकदम kernel में होता है. It has complete control over system. It can do anything. Like when we do operating system, the kernel is the first OS to load in the memory. जब भी हम अपना सिस्टम ऑन करते, कर्नल सबसे फर्स्ट ऑपरेटिंग सॉफ्टवेयर यू कैन से और पीस ऑफ कोड यू कैन से जो लोड होता है मेमोरी के अंदर, मीन्स रैम के अंदर. So kernel remains in main memory entire duration of the computer session. Until your computer is on, kernel will be there into the RAM for the processing. So the kernel code is usually loaded into protect area of network. Okay. So kernel perform its tasks like executing, processing, and handling interrupt in the kernel space. So everything which is being processing into operating system that is handling by kernel only. So kernel do processing, and if you are running any kind of process which is background process or any foreground process, that all are accessed by and kernel only, and the speed of all the processes which is being there are managed by kernel only. User perform its task in user area of memory. So we do everything in a RAM. So memory separation mode is in order to prevent user data and the kernel data from interfacing with each other. Okay. Kernel doesn't interact directly with the user. We cannot interact with the kernel because kernel doesn't interact with us directly. But the interface we can use shell to interact with the kernel. Okay. So we'll see into Kali Linux, like how we can interact with the kernel and whatever the process which are doing, how they are interacting with the kernel, and see whatever input we give to the kernel takes that input, do processing on that, and the output of that input shows on terminal only. Like if we do practical, let's start the machine. We'll see. To it. See guys, सब लोग ने वर्चुअल मशीन इंस्टॉल किया रहेगा अपने सिस्टम के अंदर. एटलीस्ट जिसका सिस्टम कंपेटेबल है, जिसका i5 हो या फिर i4 हो, बट जस्ट अभी लेटेस्ट या फिर ठीक ठाक है, सब लोग VMware कर लो इंस्टॉल. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन इंस्टॉलिंग VMware, and you can anytime install Kali Linux into your operating system, so you can practice all are the basic command, okay, which I will give over here. Okay guys. See guys, if you have any kind of doubt, you can unmute yourself anytime and we'll have discussion on that. Okay. So if you are getting and if it is going bouncer over your head, अगर से आपको बाउंसर भी जा रहा है तो भी आप जस्ट अनम्यूट करो, आप बताओ कि जस्ट मुझे नहीं आ रहा बात समझ में. ओके, सो विल हैव अ बेसिक कन्वर्सेशन ओवर देयर. ओके, चलेगा ना. आप मुझे कभी बता सकते हो अनम्यूट करके कि आप जो बता रहे हो क्लियर नहीं है. ओके. So you can see this is Kali Linux. Yesterday we used this Kali Linux, and what we call this? Can anybody tell me what this is? Black screen, no? So what this has name? What we call this?
terminal.
कोई बता सकता है हम इसको ब्लैक स्क्रीन को क्या बोलते हैं? Yes
Terminal.
guys,
Terminal.
exactly. This
Terminal.
is our terminal. Okay, or even you can say this is our shell. We will work over here only. So yesterday, which are the basic commands which I told to you? Can anyone elaborate on that? Just elaborate whichever command you are remembering. And the further more command I'll tell you, and you can exactly the first command ls exactly. So it would be good कि जितने लोग हैं सब एक एक कमांड बताएंगे तो सारी बेसिक कमांड का रिवीजन भी हो जाएगा. ls command, use of ls command. To display the things or to list the things where we are working right now. See how we will come to know where we are working right now. Anyone? PWD command. Anybody know what is the full form of PWD? Full form of PWD is print working directory. Okay, so where we are working? We are working in a root directory. Okay, if we want to shift to another directory, like, so we can do cd // So here I have shifted to root directory. See, there are the configuration file which by default comes into systems as we install Kali Linux. Okay, so as if we go into home directory, see, in home you can find all the users if it is there. See, there is a user one, and there is another user who is Kali. Okay, so if we go to Kali, here see, you can see different kind of things. Okay, so I will also tell you today the most basic command, like see how we can create directory. There is a command like, anybody know how to create directory? Just a simple directory. Anyone? So to create directory, what do you mean by directory? तो डायरेक्टरी इज फोल्डर. ओके, सो विंडो में हम लोग जिसे फोल्डर बोलते हैं, लिनक्स में उसको डायरेक्टरी बोलते हैं. ओके, सो डायरेक्टरी क्रिएट करने के लिए आप लोग लिख भी सकते हो कुछ बेसिक कमांड, जस्ट मैं जो बता रहा हूँ. mkdir, how to create directory 1 2 3. See, if you do ls, here you can see 1 2 3. Okay, if you want to remove that 1 2 3 directory, rmdir means remove directory 1 2 3. Okay, it has been removed. Or you can create on desktop also. See, so if you do uh, ls, means we're working on a desktop. So if you here you will create a directory, you will come to know whether we are creating or not. Like see, if you are creating directory mkdir123, failed it to remove such directory via mkdir. See, here you can see 123 directory. Here we can create multiple directory in one command only, like c 123 dir. Okay, see, 10 directory I have created into one command only. In the left side you all can see, and all the 10 directory you have to remove in one command. So how will you remove? So instead of mkdir, I'll write rmdir, and all 10 directory has been removed. And to remove 1 2 3, you can use rmdir 1 2 3. Okay guys, समझा सबको?
Yes, sir.
अभी टेक्स्ट फाइल हम लोग कैसे बनाते हैं और एक स्क्रिप्ट कैसे बनाते हैं वो देखेंगे. ओके, सो एम्प्टी टेक्स्ट फाइल बनाने के लिए हमारे पास क्या होता है, कमांड होता है टच. ओके, टच. अभी मुझे क्या बनाना है, मान लो स्क्रिप्ट डॉट एस एच. सो दिस इज आर स्क्रिप्ट डॉट एस एच. ओके, एंड सी हियर यू कैन सी स्क्रिप्ट डॉट एस एच. अभी to read that text file you can use cat command. To create you will use touch command. To read you will use cat command. See, nothing is written into this. Okay, and to write, what command you will use? See, we'll use here nano command, nano script. Okay, so here, hi guys, hi, good morning to all. Control, let's enter. And now if you will read, अगर सभी आप पढ़ोगे तो यहाँ पे आपको गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल दिखेगा. Exactly. Okay, and here is a command like banner. So banner command में क्या होता है कि आप वहां पे कुछ भी, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे बैनर इंस्टॉल कर दिया और बैनर के आगे आप जो भी लिखोगे, just you will see that word into banner mode. Banner means you'll see that word in a properly working mode, like it will have a, see, the file is missing, it is showing. Okay, so I think there is a issue in this machine. We'll install that machine. Let's see. Banner is not installing it. Okay, we'll do another thing. Like, see, this is a script that we have created using test command. Will give to permission of execution. Like, see here, you will say, one second, guys. Sorry, guys, for the convenience. Okay, I think recording is there. Yeah, it is recording. No problem. Okay, so I was telling you how you can give execution command to this. So for to execution permission, you to give you आप लोग ये command use कर सकते हो chmod. chmod आपको किसको देना है, मान लो means 777 if you giving means आप सबको वो permission दे रहे हो. तो यहाँ पे script.sh, अभी आप ll करके देखोगे long list. So here you will have that script.sh will have all the permissions. See, as you can see, in initial there was no execution permission to it. Now here you will see there is a read, first read permission, second write, and third one is execution permission. Okay, and the first three permission is of honor, second three of group, and last three of others permission. Okay guys, समझा? अभी हम लोग स्क्रिप्ट कैसे बनाते, उसको परमिशन कैसे देते, जस्ट 3-4 कमांड थे. ओके, इस डाउट है अभी तक किसी को इसमें? हेलो.
नो सर।
ओके, सो स्क्रिप्ट हम लोग ऐसे बनाते हैं. अभी इसके अंदर स्क्रिप्ट को मुझे रन कराना है, तो कैसे रन कराएंगे, ./script.sh. यहाँ पे वहां पे जो लिखा है हाय गुड मॉर्निंग और वहां पे नॉट फाउंड आ रहा है, बट इसके आगे मैं कुछ कमांड लिखूंगा तो मुझे वहां पे प्रिंट करके देगा. मान लो मैं नैनो से जस्ट अंदर आता हूँ. हमारे पास एक कमांड होता है इको, ECHO, इको. ये दुर्गेश प्रजापति की जगह यहाँ पे विल चेंज ओवर हियर लाइक वेलकम टू this class, this session. Okay, and yeah, so see, as you can see, we'll copy this and we'll put into that script which we have created. So if we put into this, we'll delete this, and here I have put this command. Okay, Control X, we'll save this, and now again we'll run that script. So here you will see welcome to this session, means the script is running. Okay guys, so like this you can script or create any kind of script, and you can enter the command which you need, and you can run that script to have that proper output which you want. Okay, we'll continue with our PPT. First of all, we end with that. This is kernel. This is kernel, and what is included in the kernel. So scheduler is there, supervisor is there, and input handler and the memory management is there. So which is a very important part of kernel, which performs specific kind of task. Okay, we'll accept all of them. And there is a system call, like as we जब भी हम लोग कुछ भी सिस्टम चालू करते हैं, सिस्टम सबसे फर्स्ट सॉफ्टवेयर कौन सा होता है, बायोस चालू होने वाला. ओके, वहां पे सभी जितने भी डिवाइसेस होती है, इट विल पास द मैसेज टू एवरी डिवाइसेस whether you are in working condition or not. Like as we press the power button, the BIOS software gets on and it will check the power on is supplying to RAM or storage devices or any kind of like an ICs and everywhere. Okay, the system communicate with each other. Starting of operating system, this is the basic, like how operating system start and how it goes on into the power on mode. Okay, so as we power on the switch, send the electricity to the motherboard. Okay, if the power supply is good, then the BIOS takes over. So first software जो चलने वाला होता है कौन सा होता है, BIOS का होता है. BIOS का full form basic input output system. Okay, उसके बाद CPU is the only capable of using approximately 1 MB of memory built into the motherboard. Then CPU gets charged. Okay, and the BIOS will do the power on itself. Then post एक software होता है या फिर you can say piece of code, वो working condition में जाता है. Then everything happens like partition जो भी आपके सिस्टम में होंगे वो सारे बनेंगे. पार्टीशन जितना आप अपने ऑलरेडी बनाए होंगे वो सारे लोड हो जाएंगे. उसके बाद बूटस्ट्रैप लोडर लोड होगा. ओके, फिर सारे डिवाइस जितने भी ड्राइवर्स होते हैं आपके, साउंड ड्राइवर्स, वेबकैम ड्राइवर्स, माइक ड्राइवर्स, सारे एक्टिव कंडीशन में आते हैं एंड योर सिस्टम गेट स्टार्टेड. ओके, and this is UFI mode. Okay, so first of all, your full form of UFI, Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. So legacy BIOS होता है और UFI BIOS होता है. Does anybody know the difference between legacy BIOS and UFI BIOS? Does anybody know what is BIOS? Anyone?
Basic input output system.
Exactly. So अगर से मैं आपको इमेज में दिखाऊं
सर
सब
बायोस
लोग ने
मदरबोर्ड का सॉफ्टवेयर होता है.
एग्जैक्टली. सो यहाँ पे आप लोग ने अपने सिस्टम में अगर से आप बायोस में जाते हो तो आपको ऐसे दिखते हैं. ब्लू ग्रे में सारे आपको जितने भी इनपुट होते हैं आपको वहां पे दिखते हैं. और वहां पे आप माउस यूज नहीं करते, आपको वहां पे लेफ्ट की, राइट की, डाउन की, ये सब आपको यूज करना होता है. ओके, and there is this is the legacy BIOS, and then there is a UFI mode, so which I was talking about. This is UFI BIOS which have better GUI, which have a better show to like how the RAM is using, how the storage is working, everything will be shown in a graphical manner. Okay, यहाँ पे आपको सब एकदम GUI format में properly you can see, and in the legacy BIOS there is a some static way, and here you can see it is dynamic. Okay. And if we talk about the partition, legacy BIOS में MBR partition सारे होते हैं, but UFI mode में GPT. These are the two kind of partition जो भी होते हैं systems के अंदर. So legacy BIOS में MBR and UFI में GPT partitions they are supporting. Okay, and these are the function of what we can say operating system, the process management and the memory management. Every process that is managed by kernel, which is the part of operating system. And memory management, what do you mean by memory management? Like how you are creating partition, how if you are putting any kind of data into your storage device, whether it is retrieving properly or not. File management, every data that you are storing into your system that depend upon your file system only. So file system is also function of operating system. Input output management, security protection, and user interface, all these are the function of operating system. These are the basic function. So this is processor management, which is done by CPU only. Okay, and memory management also there, like how the RAM has managed. And if we create three partition, अगर से हमने अपने सिस्टम में तीन partition बनाए हैं, so every time अगर से मैंने सिस्टम बंद करके चालू किया, so what we get four partition? No, we'll get the three partition only, because system knows how we have created three partition. Okay, and what is the size of that three partition and what the data has been there into that three partition. everything system is stored into some kind of file, which is stored into configuration file. Okay, this is file management, and these are the types of storage such as hard disk, like say FAT32, FAT16, or FAT16 were used in a older version of Windows, and for FAT32 older version of Windows, and जितने भी अभी नए नए मशीन आ रहे हैं उसमें NTFS यूज होता है, एक्सफैट यूज होता है। अगर से आप किसी भी उसको फॉर्मेट करने जाओगे तो वहां पे आपको ये सारी चीज दिखते हैं। विंडो को आप फॉर्मेट करने, पार्टीशन को फॉर्मेट करने जाओगे, पेन ड्राइव को फॉर्मेट करने जाओगे, आपको NTFS दिखेगा, EXT दिखेगा, EXT3 दिखेगा। EXT दिख रहा है यहाँ पे आपको, यू कैन सी EXT इज यूज into Linux to format any storage device. Okay, guys. And there is a device management also, input output, and there is a security protection. See, there is nothing without security of being using that any kind of operating system. हम window इतना क्यों use करते हैं? We know that window is a bit secure, but you cannot say that it is fully secured. Okay, you can say that window is just secure. Okay, but we know that there is every nothing, security is just an illusion. This is word of, so we can कोई भी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इतना पूरा सिक्योर नहीं होता है। Okay, until and unless you using properly or installing any kind of malware. Okay, so security means totally security depends upon you, how you are going through that operating system. आप उसको कैसे यूज करते हो। अगर से आप malicious वेबसाइट पे जाके डे टू डे लाइफ में malware इंस्टॉल कर रहे हो सिस्टम, दैट आपके सिस्टम में कोई भी वायरस आ सकता है, रैंसमवेयर आ सकता है, और आपका बैकडोर्स आपके सिस्टम में डाल के सेशन सामने वाले अटैकर्स को भी दे सकता है। Okay, so it's totally it depends upon how you are going through. But there is a virtualization method which I told you using VMware. If you are using operating system into the VMware, so you'll have a safety, like if anything will be happening, like your window is cracking, so that window will be crack into VMware. Your original base operating system will be safe. So it's better, always better to use that operating system into uh, virtual machine. See here you can see the virtual machine. So you always to use VMware into Windows or any other this operating system into VMs. So that would be good. Okay. So here you can see the command line mode. अभी हम सबको पता है कि विंडो में भी कमांड लाइन मोड होता है जिसको हम लोग CMD बोलते हैं। वहां पे भी हम सारे कमांड इंटर करके बहुत सारे काम कर सकते हैं। ओके, जैसे मैंने कल लिनक्स में बताया था, वैसे ही विंडो में होता है जिसको हम लोग CMD बोलते हैं। वहां से भी हम आईपी वगैरह देख सकते हैं मेरे सिस्टम का। कैसे मुझे आईपी देखना है तो कैसे देखेंगे, इफ कॉन्फिग, यहाँ पे आप अगर से CMD डालते हो, here you will have to write if config, आपको एज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर करना होगा। if config नहीं, there is a command of ip config। if config हम लोग लिनक्स में यूज करते हैं। so let's see and type ip config। see here you can see the IP address is 104। okay, so you can different kinds of task over here if you want to do any kind of things, like anything that you are doing into GUI format, you can do into this CMD mode also, like making partition, firewall को बंद करना, ऑफ करना, adapter को change करना, everything you can do into this। okay, but for that you need to be have that commands which you are using into this। okay, but in the GUI format that is easy, that's you have to click and drag and drop, everything will be go smoothly। okay, so that's is the difference between GUI and the CLI and the graphical user interface। what we do into this graphical user interface, हम लोग मोबाइल चलाते हैं वो CLI में नहीं आता, ग्राफिकल में आता है। लैपटॉप चलाते हैं ग्राफिकल यूजर इंटरफेस में आता है। ओके, बट हम जब सर्वर की बात करते हैं, अगर से वहाँ पे लिनक्स इंस्टॉल है तो वहाँ पे अगर से आपको यूआई नहीं मिलेगा, वहाँ पे आपको सारा सीएलआई मिलेगा। आपको जो भी काम करना होगा, एवरीथिंग which you will perform to manage that particular server, you have to know CLI mode or the command which will be using into that server. Okay, so graphical user interface, we can say the limited like basic need of any kind of system. So that there is a graphical user interface. This is the history of operating system. Okay, the first generation work came into 1940, 1940 to 50s. जो operating system वहाँ पे there was no operating system. Okay, but there was a plan to launch that first generation. And there is a type of operating system like batch operating system, multi-programming operating system. So depend upon your need, you can choose your operating system. Like there is a network operating system. So if you have any server which function as a network provider, so you'll be using operating system based on network. Okay, so this is a real-time embedded operating system, which is mean you are customizing that operating system according to you, according to your need. Like हम लोग लिनक्स को कैसे, हमारे लिनक्स ओपन सोर्स है, so we can customize Linux according to our need, and we can create that our personal Linux of distribution. So like this, we can have that embedded operating system also. Okay, and there is other function also. So we'll end with this slide, and we'll have further more discussion like in virtualization. So in operating system, any doubt, guys? Anyone? So guys, we'll go with the basic networking terminology. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so see, today we can have a lab setup of Linux, and we'll have a theory. Okay, and the practical part we'll have time, so we'll do that practical, or we'll switch to next lecture for that practical. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so networking part is guide bit interesting. Like what is the concept and what is switching, routing, end-to-end protocol and all. Okay. So there is a say building blocks. So nowadays there is a lot of population, a lot of IoT devices is there, but we can communicate to all the devices with the help of internet. Like अगर से मुझे यूएस के किसी भी डिवाइस से कनेक्ट करना with the help of internet, we can communicate. Okay, but if we want to communicate with the system which is next to us, so we can connect that operating system with a cable like optical fiber and coaxial cable. We can connect that system, and we can have an interaction with them. What kind of interaction? They can ping to each other, or they can have a sharing of files, folder, a storage device, everything they can share with each other. Okay, so इसको हम लोग पॉइंट टू पॉइंट इंटरेक्शन बोलते हैं, या फिर यहाँ पे मल्टीपल एक्सेस भी बोलते हैं। यहाँ पे इन दिस here you can see, we'll put on slideshow mode from beginning. Yeah. Okay. So here you can see multiple access. That means यहाँ पे एक सिस्टम होगा जिसका एक्सेस ये तीनों से होगा। मतलब Sorry guys, I had important calls, so I have to attend that. So here you can see the multiple access means एक system से multiple system connected होंगे. So यहाँ पे multiple access point हो जाते हैं. Okay, and these devices can communicate with each other because this is one kind of network. Okay, एंड यहाँ पे मल्टीपल डिवाइसेस को या फिर सर्वर को लेके पूरा एक नेटवर्क फॉर्म किया गया. नेटवर्क कैन बी डिफाइंड रिकर्सिवली एज टू और मोर नोड्स कनेक्टेड बाय लिंक. सो हियर यू कैन सी यहाँ पे एक नोड है, यहाँ पे भी एक नोड है. ये नोड्स ये डिवाइस से यहाँ पे 3 डिवाइस कनेक्टेड है. ये डिवाइस से एक डिवाइस कनेक्टेड है, इससे दो है और इससे दो है, एंड दे आर कनेक्टेड टू ईच अदर. ओके, सो हियर ऑल द डिवाइसेस कैन कम्युनिकेट विथ ईच अदर. यहाँ पे एक बाउंड्री जैसा बना है, बट बाउंड्री के बाहर जितने भी डिवाइसेस कनेक्टेड है दे आर कम्युनिकेट विथ ईच अदर with the help of connection which they have established. Okay, two or more network connected by a node. So here you can see there is a node and there is a network, like see here with this boundary there is a 3 device connected, here 3 device connected, and here 3 device connected. So this is in networking, you can connect any kind of device, there is a manner. Okay, so like this you can connect or this you can connect according to your work, what you need. Okay, guys, can you wait just 1 minute? I have to do important call. Just 1 minute. So meanwhile, you can go through all this. See, we were taking this, and so this is the computer science network. So here you can see the basic environment, how there is a setup. So here you can see campus router and the subnet, and here there is a hub, and through hub there is a different kind of devices connected. Okay, so there is this is computer network which established into different kinds of environment. Okay, like colleges, hospital, and everywhere. And here you can see filter routing and filtering, routing, and batching, and screen subnet of batching. Okay, so these are the deep thing of like networking part. And here you can see uh, different kinds of web servers, router files, or router filters, and protected interface. So here there is the 3 devices, and here is the 3 servers. Okay, so they all are connected to the internet with the help of routers filter. So there you can see this could be a firewall, and all these devices are communicating with the devices who is not into network with the help of firewall. So firewall can filter all the traffic which is being incoming or going out through that network. Okay, like this. All these are the networking part. Should we do some more basic command of Linux?
Yes.
Yeah, so the practical we will do that would be more for fun. Like see, here I have started the different machine. Wait until machine is on. Sorry guys, I was checking that ISO was downloading or not. So as you can see, there is a low internet speed into my system or into my home. Okay. So I think because of that, so ISO is not being downloaded, and for I delete that ISO into my system just 2 days before only, because there was some issue. I had to perform some exploitation over that system, so I delete that. ओके, सो आप लोग के सिस्टम में सबके पास अगर से विंडो का 9 रहेगा, 8 रहेगा या फिर विंडो 10 रहेगा, तो उसका पासवर्ड कैसे ब्रेक कर सकते हो? जैसे कि ये पासवर्ड होता है ना, जैसे कि आप मैंने यहाँ पे अगर से मशीन लॉक किया, तो मशीन जब लॉक करने पे आपको जो पासवर्ड पूछता है वो आप कैसे ब्रेक कर सकते हो? ओके, so that would be interesting part. We'll learn that, and before that we'll learn how you can crack the Kali password. See, like this is my Kali machine. How this password, how you can crack? Okay, so without entering password, so password I know, I will tell you all. Password is, I should tell. I will not tell. I will have just crack. How we can crack that password? We'll learn that. Okay. So this thing password I know, but if, in case I don't know password, if I'll get any kind of server, if I exploit server, but if I get that password which is password protected, so how I will crack that password to enter into that server? So we'll learn that. Okay, guys. So we'll off that machine and we'll again on. Guys, आप लोग में से किसी ने काली लिनक्स इंस्टॉल किया अपने सिस्टम में अभी तक? Anyone? कोई भी बता सकता है अनम्यूट करके? ओके, सो यहाँ पे रोनित शैतान, जस्ट आपने जस्ट हैंड रेज किया था, मस्त आपने इंस्टॉल किया है क्या काली लिनक्स अपने सिस्टम में? ओके, इट्स ग्रेट, ग्रेट गाइस, अगर से आपने इंस्टॉल किया है, प्रॉपर्ली वर्क कर रहा है, आपको जस्ट उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट करके VMware के अंदर इंस्टॉल करना है और वो प्रॉपर्ली काम करेगा, एंड यू कैन हैव ऑल द बेसिक कमांड व्हिच आई टोल्ड यू राइट नाउ इनटू दिस सेशन. Okay, and further more basic command the I will send into the group. Okay, so that all command you can use to use that Kali Linux. Okay, and you have that practice of yesterday which we have done, and the password breaking which we will do right now. Okay, how I will break this password. Like, see, this is username and this is the password part. So we'll have that breaking system today only. And before that, आपको लोग को मैं विंडो का भी पासवर्ड ब्रेकिंग बताने वाला था, बट आईएसओ का भी थोड़ा इश्यू होगा. सी गाइस, ये डाउनलोड का इश्यू है. एक काम करते, वापस से डाउनलोड को छोड़ देते चाहिए तो. विंडो 10. ओके, सो विंडो 10 देखते ट्राई करके, अगर से इनकेस हुआ प्रॉपरली 9:30 तक या फिर 9:45 तक या फिर 10 बजे तक, तो हम लोग इसका भी पासवर्ड ब्रेकिंग देख लेंगे. ओके, बट एज यू ऑल नो देयर इज a bit slow internet. 5.4 GB. I will put on download mode. See, both iOS are downloading. So anyone, कोई सा भी डाउनलोड होता will come to know that कौन कैसे आपको इसे इंस्टॉल करना तो ऑब्वियसली सबको आता होगा, बट आपको इसको पासवर्ड को ब्रेक कैसे करना है आपके सिस्टम का. ओके, अगर से इन केस योर सिस्टम is password pattern, if you somehow forget your password, so how will you go through into your system without password, and how you will break that password, or how you will reset that password? Okay. Guys, till now yet anybody have any questions? Anyone?
No, sir.
So this is one more Kali Linux. Password is 123. Okay, so this is terminal machine. So first of all, you can see there is a dollar sign. What do you mean by dollar sign? So if there is dollar sign, that means this is a regular user. Okay. And yesterday I told there is a regular user and there is a one more root user. So normal user will have limited privilege and the root user will have the highest privilege or is will be the honor. Like कि अगर से आप किसी के घर में हो तो आप घर का ऑनर हो, बट अगर से आपने रूम रेंट पे दिया है तो वो घर आपके घर में कुछ चेंजेस नहीं करता, जस्ट वहाँ पे स्टे कर सकता है. सो नॉर्मल यूजर इज, यू कैन से, द पर्सन हु केम इनटू Kali Linux as a on a rent, and the owner is the root user. So how you will switch from owner from standard user to root user? There is switch command su root. So you have to type su root and you will be entering the root password and you will be the root user. See, you are the root user. If you can see this hashtag sign, this means you are the root user. Okay. And now here you can perform all the tasks. Okay, all the, you can use command, you will not getting that permission error, permission deny pop up. Okay. So there is for few more basic command into Linux, like I told how to create a script and all. See, there is a, I was telling a banner. See banner, if I write good morning. So see here you can see good morning. So we'll write a script and we'll have, अगर से हमें pop up कराना है this good morning का, so we'll write that script. Okay. So how we create a script with the help of nano command also we can create nano script dot sh. This sh should be extension of that script. Okay. So here you got command, you can write banner and the word thing into that, right? Like good morning to all. Okay. We'll press Control X. We'll save that file and we will see this is there is a script dot sh. So अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे, इसके अंदर एंटर करने के बाद इसको रन कैसे करते हैं, /script.sh. तो ये रन नहीं हुआ, क्यों? क्योंकि इसके पास एग्जीक्यूशन का परमिशन नहीं है. ओके. सो इसको हम लोग एग्जीक्यूट कैसे करते हैं, या फिर इसको परमिशन, एग्जीक्यूशन का परमिशन कौन से कमांड से देते हैं, chmod. एग्जैक्टली, chmod script.sh को मुझे देना है. अब हम लोग इसे रन करेंगे. सो हियर यू विल सी गुड मॉर्निंग. ओके. तो good morning. We'll delete this. Now let's see whether it is printing or not. We'll run that script and here you will see good morning, but HG is not coming. So it means it has limitation, like कितना word ये print कर सकता है, इसके पास limitation है. Okay. And there is also some female basic command which we can use into this. I told you cat command. Cat command किसके लिए मैंने बताया, कोई बता सकता है? Cat command.
To read.
To read, exactly. So if we create any file, uh, So see, if there is a file, into there would be a file into this document or anywhere. So we can read that file. See, if we do cat script.sh, so we can read this file. Okay. Can anybody know what is the full form of cat? Concatenate. Okay. So concatenate is a full form. And there is one more command to create file. With the help of cat command, we can also create file like cat. We want to create what we'll overwrite over here F1. We are creating file 1. What we have to write into this? This is file 1. Okay, this is here you will write this is F1 file. Okay, you have to go down, you have to press Ctrl C option. Now here you will see F1. So you can use that command to read. Okay, so here you can see F1 is written. And now you have to, how many lines are there into this? How you can use hyphen and option there is. So there is of 3 lines. And you have to write fourth line. So how you'll write? Echo command you can use to write, or the next time when you are writing, you have to use double or greater than sign. So it means now you will everything you will be writing that will be added into this. Like, okay, good night. Okay, and here you will be pressing Ctrl C. So now अभी आप देखोगे तो यहाँ पे आपको 4 लाइन दिखेगा. ओके, और अगर से यहाँ पे मैंने 2 ग्रेटर देन यूज किया, अगर से सिंगल करता तो क्या होता? चलो ट्राई करते सिंगल करके करने से. सिंगल किया और यहाँ पे लिखा हाय हाय टू, यहाँ पे बाय टू, और यहाँ पे गुड नाइट टू लिखता हूँ. ओके, यहाँ पे कंट्रोल सी किया मैं. अब इसको रीड मारो, दिखो यहाँ पे क्या आया. पहले का जो लिखा हुआ था दैट इज ओवरराइटेड. ओके, so when you are using one greater than sign, so it will overwrite over there what was the previous written. So cat command is like this we can use. So okay guys, we were learning the basic commands like cat I told you, and there is a सबको, do you know Vim editor? So there is a editor like nano editor, there is Vim editor. So we can create file 1 also, so with the help of this. See the file 1, what was the written in this, and we want to edit this, we'll press I option in this, and see good morning to, here we will be writing, and for save we have to press escape button and colon WQ we have to press. See ls, and there is F1 has been uh, changed. So if you will read this, आपको वहां पे दिखेगा कि आपने क्या ऐड किया है या फिर क्या चेंजेस किया है. Okay, so to changes you can use Vim command, nano command, or cat command, anything you can use. There is no restriction. Okay, so nano clear है guys? Nano या फिर Vim editor. हेलो।
Yes, sir.
यस। और कल के कमांड में कोई डाउट था किसी को? Yesterday with
Sir,
command
while
also.
switching as a
Yes, tell me.
sir, while switching as root user, it asks for password. So, sir, is there means sir now when you did it, then you didn't enter password. So can we move further without entering it?
Okay, without password. Yeah, see,
Yes,
there
sir.
are method. You have to go to script file and you have to edit that file. Okay, see, like here I'm normal user. Okay, and if I'm entering root, okay, so it asks for the password because
Yes,
root
sir. Yes.
password is root password is set for this. And if you go to script and you have to disable that script. Okay, so you can switch from root user Kali to normal user to root user without password also. Okay, so there are few steps which you have to follow for that. Okay, but yeah, it is possible to do. Okay, but that in
Okay,
default
sir.
mode it asks for the password because there is a privacy. So if any normal user can switch into the root mode, it means he can do anything. So for the security reason, there is a by default password mode, but you can disable that also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here you can press any your regular password and it will be the root user. Okay. And does anybody know how to create user and all? How you can create any user into system? अभी मेरे सिस्टम में सारे यूजर्स कहाँ होते हैं? यहाँ पे ls/home में होते हैं। सो हियर यहाँ पे आपको दिखेगा, यहाँ पे कालिया नाम का एक जस्ट एक यूजर है। आपको मान लो कोई एक अपना एक नाम बताओ, उस नाम का हम लोग यूजर यहाँ पे क्रिएट करेंगे।
विवेक,
तो बताना चाहेगा।
संतोष,
ओके, सो ऐड यूजर, हियर वी विल राइट संतोष। ओके, सो यहाँ पे संतोष के लिए पासवर्ड में एकदम इजीली वाला 1234 आई विल सेट। So here I'll set again new password. Okay. So यहाँ पे संतोष का full name means मैं डाल सकता हूँ संतोष सर नेम या फिर फुल नेम कुछ भी XYZ वगैरह भी डाल सकते हैं, बट ठीक है संतोष भी डाले तो नो प्रॉब्लम। रूम नंबर कुछ भी, वर्क फोन नंबर, एनीथिंग यू कैन राइट। and if you have a real one you can write real one if you really want to make a proper the user. Okay, so here we'll say that these information are correct and the user has been created. How we'll come to know user is created? Here we will see. So this is Santosh name user. Okay, and if you want to switch to from root user to Santosh user, so you can use su command. Okay guys, so you can use this command to switch from a one user to another user, like say. And how will come to know this is Santosh user where my command is there. So this command will tell us this is Santosh name user and whatever he is doing, he can do. Like see, he can read that F1 file. Okay, so यहाँ पे ये संतोष नेम का जो यूजर है, just he can read that F1 file. How he will read? Cat F1. But when he will try to do changes into this, see, let's see whether Santosh user can do changes into this or not. So how will come to nano F1. So see here unwritable option is there means Santosh doesn't have access to write this file. It has permission. It doesn't have permission to write this file or do anything changes. He just have read permission over there. So what he can do, what he can use over here, he can use sudo command. Okay, so sudo password 123. Okay, sudo command is not found. Okay, no problem. But see, because of the permission issue, the Santosh user cannot uh, edit that file. Okay, so it will go and give all the permission. So Santosh user will also will able to changes, will able to do changes into any kind of file which is available there. Okay, then again if you want to switch from Santosh user to root user, we'll press exit command, means I have exit into Santosh user mode and I have to back on my root user mode. Okay, so like this we can create Santosh user. Now how will you see that user? Like see cat etc fast WD. This is a file where all the users are there. Say Santosh. So there is, I have used cat command. Instead of cat command, if I will use nano command, so means the UI should be improved. Here you can see. And if I use Vim editor, so it will be in color mode, I think. Let's see. Here you can see the color mode. So here there is a, I have created the latest user Santosh. Okay. See. So like this, you can see. And anything which I have to save, I will write WQ, and I don't have to save. It means I will write colon Q exclamatory sign. Okay. So like this, you can use nano command and you can create the users into your system. And how you delete the users into through your system? Like see here, you can see Santosh name is, and if you want to delete this user, how will delete? User del command is there. User del means you are deleting that user from your machine. Okay. Okay, so user has been deleted. How will come to know? You have to press this option. See, so user has been deleted, but here we can see, but let's check into this file. See, from here it has been deleted, but there is some issue. So that's why here you can see that this name, but through the configuration file, it has been deleted. Means you cannot switch from root user to Santosh user because Santosh user doesn't exist. Okay, because it has been deleted. I have deleted that user. Okay. So I think everybody should know how to create user and how to delete user. So you can create users into your system according to your need. विंडो में कैसे आप गेस्ट यूजर बना के रखते हो? तो अगर से आपको किसी को सिस्टम देना तो आप गेस्ट लॉगिन से देते हो. Okay. So like this, everything can perform into this Linux machine also. देखते हैं इसको डाउनलोड हुआ कि नहीं. पीपीटी मैंने सब बता दिया था ना guys. I think this PPT is over. So yes, guys, we'll go through the OSI model, okay, which is a very important part of our, we can say the network or internet, okay. So nowadays there is a lot of, हमको पता है कि दुनिया में इतने सारे devices सब एक दूसरे से communicate करती है. So they communicate to each other on the basis of OSI model. Okay, so OSI model is the structure you can say which they follow to communicate to each other. So OSI protocol, OSI model has 7 layers. First layer is application layer, presentation layer, and session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and there is a physical layer. Okay. So अगर से आप अपने घर से if you are sending any kind of mail or any kind of set of data to me, so these are the steps which will be that data should be followed. Like see, if you are sending, then it will go to this order, and if I'm receiving, then it will go to reverse order. Okay. So see, if you are creating any kind of data and if you are sending ready to send it to me, so first of all, if that data will go on through the application layer. So how it will go on through the application layer, because there is a this kind of protocols cover. Okay, HTTP, FTP, SMTP. If you are mailing that data to me. So SMTP protocol will be used, and if you are sending to me with the help of any kind of Apache server or any kind of website, so HTTP protocol will be used. Okay. So on the first layer, these protocols are working. You can remember these names because they are important. Then there comes presentation layer. So there is an encryption comes. Like if you are sending to me or over HTTP, so there is should be encryption of SSL, secure socket layer. Okay, means data is being protected and it should be encrypted. All these are things done into this presentation layer. Okay, and in this session layer, at this level, reliability and the adaptation are performed, such as detection of failure of automatic recovery. Means सेशन आपका सेशन until जब तक आपका डेटा पास हो रहा है, आपका सेशन एक प्रॉपरली कॉन्फ़िगर रहे, सो वो सब इंश्योर किया जाता है ये लेयर पे, सेशन लेयर पे. ओके, सो आपका सेशन लेयर के थ्रू जैसे आपका डेटा पास होगा, वहां पे कौन से मोड पे आएगा, ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर पे आएगा. So this is the lowest level at which the message are handled. यहाँ पे हैंडल किया जाता है. ओके, मैसेज आर एड्रेस टू कम्युनिकेट विद द पोर्ट अटैच टू द प्रोसेस. यहाँ पे आपका टीसीपी और ईडीपी पोर्ट जो होता है, इससे अटैच होकर पैकेट ट्रांसफर होगा, या तो टीसीपी के थ्रू होगा या तो यूडीपी के थ्रू होगा. ओके, यूडीपी फुल फॉर्म यूजर डेटा प्रोटोकॉल एंड ट्रांसमिशन कंट्रोल प्रोटोकॉल. सो अगर से डेटा यूडीपी के थ्रू आ रहा है या फिर टीसीपी के थ्रू आ रहा है, तो दोनों की प्रॉपर्टी के हिसाब से विल हैव द डिफरेंशिएशन. ओके, like TCP is different from UDP. TCP अलग अलग पर्पस के लिए यूज होता है, UDP अलग अलग पर्पस के लिए यूज होता है. ओके, सो इट डिपेंड्स कि कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल यूज हो रहा है वहां पे. एंड देन देयर इज अ नेटवर्क लेयर. सो ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर से हो गया टीसीपी या यूडीपी के थ्रू डेटा हमारे तक आया. अभी वहां पे नेटवर्क लेयर होगा जहां पे आईपी और कुछ वर्चुअल मशीन या फिर वर्चुअल सर्किट वगैरह होगा. सो डेटा विल पास थ्रू दैट. अगर से आपका जो लेन केबल होगा वहां से सारा पास होगा, आईपी एड्रेस उसको टाइम होगा कि कहाँ पे जाना है उसको. ओके, then responsible for transmitting the packet between nodes that are directly connected to the physical link by WAN. तो यहाँ पे ethernet मैक एड्रेस ये सब काम में आते हैं. एक सेकंड गाइस. Sorry guys, there is an internet issue, so I was calling to the network internet service provider, so he was telling there is a issue, so that's why यहाँ पे आज तो इतना टाइम लग रहा है डाउनलोड होने को. ओके, सो विल सी अगर से हमारा 10 या 10:30 तक डाउनलोड हो जाता है, सो देन विल हैव दैट क्रैकिंग पार्ट, लाइक हाउ वी कैन क्रैक लिनक्स पासवर्ड और द विंडो पासवर्ड. और इन केस अगर से नहीं होता, विल हैव दैट डिस्कशन ऑन मंडे. ओके, विल दैट बी फाइन? So we can, meanwhile, we can go on through all the basic command which furthermore needed into Linux and networking protocols. Okay, guys, will that be good? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think you all have something issue with the installation part of Kali Linux. Should I show you the practical how you can install into my system? Should I show you? See, for the installation process, I think VMware सब लोग ने install किया होगा. तो आपको just यहाँ पे Kali Linux org पे जाना है. Yesterday I told this website. वहां पे आपको यहाँ से डाउनलोड पे जाके उसके ISO को डाउनलोड कर लेना है जो कि 7-zip के फॉर्मेट में होगी. Here you can see torrent installer. This you can download, or you can download for the directly VMware, directly for VMware. Okay, so this you have to download. See, you can take the screenshot of this and you can download this for VMware workstation. So this is VirtualBox. Okay, so for the VirtualBox, we use different kinds of hypervisors like VMware and the virtual machine. यहाँ पे VMware में भी हम इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं, VirtualBox में भी हम इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं. सो लेटर ऑन एक एरर आते हैं कुछ VMware में जिसको रिजॉल्व करना थोड़ा हैक्टिक टास्क हो जाता है, इसीलिए हम लोग VirtualBox यूज करते हैं वहां पे इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग VMware यूज करते हैं इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग VirtualBox. ओके. इसके अंदर एरर आते हैं थोड़े जो कि लेटर ऑन ट्रबल शूट को थोड़ा आपको एरर कर सकता है, हेडेक दे सकता है, इसलिए हम लोग VMware. यहाँ से आपको जस्ट डाउनलोड बटन पे क्लिक करना है एंड इट विल बी स्टार्ट डाउनलोडिंग. सी, इट हैज बीन स्टार्टेड टू डाउनलोड. You can see. So I will pause this because I already have downloaded into my system. Okay. So I will show you how you can download and install into your system. So by Monday सभी का system ready हो जाएगा along with the Kali Linux. So we'll have that practical part. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So by Monday सब लोग डाउनलोड करके इंस्टॉल कर ले, एकदम प्रॉपरली अपना हैकिंग एनवायरनमेंट अप टू डेट करके सेट कर लेना. ओके. और आपको Kali Linux अपडेट कैसे करना वो भी मैं आपको इन मीन वाइल बता दूंगा बिफोर एंडिंग दिस सेशन. जस्ट रिमाइंड मी इफ आई फॉरगेट टू हाउ टू अपडेट Kali Linux. Okay, just anyone remind me. So here there is a OS broken web application, Kali Linux, and this is Kali Linux, and yeah. So if you'll be extracting, you'll be getting 7-zip file. So you have to extract that file. I think I removed that. Let's see. Yeah, so you have to just do extraction by 7-zip. Okay, so here if I will go to, let's see whether there is on or not. So create new virtual machine, you have to go next. Here you have to select that ISO part. Okay, so there is a Kali Linux, you have to select that. I think I deleted that. So I have to download. See if I'll put on download mode. Let's see whether it is downloading or not. Okay. The internet speed is good. Let's see. It will be installed. I'll install again. Okay, to show you all. Okay. So before that, we'll have a conversation about virtualization. Okay. So can anybody know what is virtualization? Yesterday we had discussion about virtualization. बता सकता है कोई? What is virtualization? कोई भी जस्ट अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड आप मुझे बता सकते हो. कुछ भी रॉन्ग भी होगा चलेगा. नो टेंशन. हेलो. हेलो गाइस.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so anybody can tell about virtualization? See, so virtualization is a creating virtual machine to fully utilize hardware. What do you mean by that? अगर से आपने 16 GB का लैपटॉप लिया and you are using that laptop only to do work on notepad and you are using for internet surfing and all. So there is no point of buying that 16 GB laptop, 16 GB RAM laptop. ओके 16 GB रैम का अगर से विंडो चलने के लिए कितना जीबी रैम की जरूरत होती है, कोई बता सकता है? विंडो के लिए कितना जीबी का इनफ होता है? 3 से 4 GB।
4 GB 4 GB।
2 GB भी
4 GB।
इनफ है, करेक्ट। सो आपका मीन्स आपने 16 GB का लिया, सो आपका 13 to 14 GB वेस्टेज जा रहा है। ओके, so what you can do to utilize all these hardware RAMs, you can create virtual machine. So how will create? With the help of hypervisor you can create. What is hypervisor? So hypervisor is a tool or a you can say piece of software which you can download from internet to create virtual machines. ओके अगर से आप कहीं काम कर रहे हो और आपके बॉस ने बोला कि आपको 4 सिस्टम खरीदना है, सो इंस्टेड ऑफ बाइंग 4 सिस्टम which has a lot of cost, you can create 4 virtual machine into your system only. Okay, so which will have वहाँ पे आपको टेक्निकल स्टाफ की भी जरूरत कम पड़ेगी, will have the reduce into your light bills and will have a low load on your pocket also. So there, everybody knows what is VMs, virtualization. Virtual machine will create to utilize the fully hardware of your basic system. Okay, if you have 16 GB laptop, you can use base operating system as a window. Okay, and you can create 3 or 4 virtual machine with the RAM of 3 to 4 GB. If you are doing, if you're creating 4 machine and if you are assigning 3 GB RAM, you can create 4 machine. And if you are assigning 4 GB RAM, you can create 3 or 4 machine also, even though. So there is a wide type of virtualization as you can see over here. So first virtualization is desktop virtualization. So in this, you download one kind of software like hypervisor. So here VMware is an example of desktop virtualization. Okay, as you can see, this VMware is the example of desktop virtualization because here we have downloaded VMware workstation and यहाँ पे हम लोग यूज कर रहे काली लिनक्स या फिर दूसरा काइंड ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. ओके, एंड द अदर वन इज एप्लीकेशन वर्चुअलाइजेशन. इन दिस यहाँ पे आपको एक एप्लीकेशन सारे जितने भी सिस्टम्स कनेक्टेड होंगे, जस्ट एक एप्लीकेशन आपको वर्चुअलाइज्ड होगा और सारे सिस्टम्स नहीं होंगे. इंडिविजुअल सिस्टम विल बी डिफरेंट but only one application will be there everywhere in the system in the network because that is application virtualization. ओके, सो अगर से आप लोग ने बीपीओ कॉल सेंटर वगैरह फिर बैंक में देखा होगा, सो वहां पे एप्लीकेशन वर्चुअलाइजेशन वर्क करता है. ओके, क्योंकि सभी को एक ही पोर्टल पे काम करना होता है. ओके, सो दे virtualized one kind of application on that they have to work and everyone start work on that application virtualization. And the similar way, there is a network virtualization. In network virtualization, there will be if you are combining multiple small network to create a one virtual network. Okay, like say if you have a 10 router, so instead of using 10 router, you can combine all the 10 router with any kind of software and you will have the big virtual network and you can use that instead of using 10 routers. Okay, so in the office premises, they create a network to do network virtualization, or the vice versa of that. If you have that big network and you can cut that network into multiple small network, virtual network. So that is also one kind of virtual network virtualization only. Okay, clear है? Application virtualization, network and desktop. Guys, you can unmute yourself and respond according to answers if whether it is clear or not. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And there is a server virtualization. In server virtualization, there is a if there is a single big server, so you can use that server. You can separate multiple machine into that, and instead of using one operating system into one server, you can use multiple operating system into one server only. Or if you have 10 small operating servers, you can combine all the servers and you can create one server. Okay, so that is also one kind of server virtualization only, which reduce the cost of the server or the hardware cost if you are doing server virtualization. And storage virtualization, in that you have in that you are pulling the physical storage of a multiple network storage, so it looks like a single storage, means you are combining multiple storage into a single storage. So if you have one TB hard disk, like 100 you have, so you will create a 100 TB hard disk or a virtual storage device to access or to save your data. Okay, so I can give the example of storage virtualization is cloud. Okay, so cloud is nothing. It is a different kind of storage system located in the different part of our earth. Okay, and everywhere data is accessing or data is storing. So that is one kind of virtual storage virtualization. Okay, so how we can do virtualization? With the help of hypervisors. Hypervisor means, which I already told you, that is VMware. Okay, it is a software that we download from internet, and uh, we create virtual machines over there. Okay, so this was some basic theory of what is virtualization and how you can do virtualization. And let's wait, it is downloading. And meanwhile, we can go through this further more. So see, if we like see, I have already downloaded this Kali Linux into my system, and we can change the setting or the configuration of this machine. How will change? You have to just go to setting part. See, this is the setting part. So you have to go to setting. Here you can see this is NAT network adapter, which you have to set. So there is a bridge connection. Bridge means your virtual machine will be connected to directly to your router. Okay, not from a system, directly will be created to the router, and DSCP will go specific IP to this your virtual machine. And there is a NAT option on that. My system is already there. In that virtual machine create a network into its environment only. Like you cannot communicate with the other system which is not into your network or which is not into your system VMware. Okay, so if you are connected to my Wi-Fi and if you are using that Kali Linux, so I cannot ping to you because NAT option is there. Okay, so until the net will be there, I cannot ping. So if I want to communicate with the other devices which is into my network, so I have to be on a bridge connection. So I can communicate with the any kind of device into my network only. Okay, and the host only one system will have that access to the network. Only the host system or the that system is installed into the VMware. Okay, so I will put into this bridge mode, and see there is the 4 GB RAM. So you can reduce the RAM anytime you want. Okay. So see, if I want to give 8 GB RAM, even though I can give 8 GB RAM also, okay, 16 GB RAM also I can give. So I can give any kind of RAM, whatever. And this is the processing, how much processing speed you want to give, number of processors want to give. Okay, so this is the number of processor, number of cores and threads and all. Okay, so there is a total 8 processor cores has been given to this. And this is storage device. Means here I have given 50 GB RAM to this Kali Linux machine. Okay. And in further, here you can see current size is 30 GB. Means 10 GB, 11 GB is only free. Okay. And maximum size is 50 GB. So 50 GB I have given. Okay. And if in further that 50 GB goes full, so I can increase this 50 GB to 100 GB also. Okay. By taking to the host machine. So you can increase anytime. For increase, you have to go to add option. And what you have to add that hard disk, no? You have to add hard disk and you can enter SCSI or the SATA, anything which you want. So next you will do and you will have that amount of storage into your system. See, here you have to write down how many MB or GB you want into your system. Okay, so I can write over 10 GB, 20 GB. तो मुझे 10 GB, 20 GB मिल जाएगा मेरे systems में. Okay. तो ऐसे आप अपने सिस्टम काली लिनक्स की मशीन को स्टोरेज और दे सकते हो. लाइक दिस यू कैन गिव. ओके, सो अभी तक किसी ने ऐसे स्टोरेज दिया है, कोई बता सकता है? या फिर किसी ने उसके सेटिंग में जाके कुछ उसका एरर आया है? डज एनीबॉडी वांट टू शेयर एनीथिंग regarding this installation part of Kali Linux and configuration of this Kali Linux? Guys, आप लोगों ने VM yes sir? किसी को मैं आई एम आस्किंग whether anybody has faced any kind of doubt while installing VMware or any Kali Linux.
Update of Kali Linux.
Pardon?
Update, sir.
Update.
Update of Kali Linux.
Okay, so how will update our Kali Linux? You are asking this, how will be updating our Kali Linux?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so before that you have to download that Kali Linux. Have you downloaded it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's great that you have downloaded. Okay, anybody else? Everyone has downloaded? Okay, it's great that few of you are raising their hand. Okay. एंड सी यहाँ से आप उसको स्टोरेज दे सकते हो जितना आपको देना, तो जस्ट मुझे नहीं देना तो मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ. एंड इफ यू आर फेसिंग एनी काइंड ऑफ इशू विद द नेटवर्क, सो हियर यू कैन मैनेज विद द नेटवर्क. दिस इज नेटवर्क अडाप्टर and this is USB control and this is the display setting. Okay, here you can attach different kind of things like sound card, parallel port, serial port, printer, everything you can put. But we don't need anything like, see, we often use hard disk, CD, DVD, network, and these 2 3 options we usually use. We don't know to use this. Okay, so if you have made any kind of changes into this, how you can do, just press OK button and the changes will be saved into this. Okay, so see guys, here I have 2 machines. This is my Kali machine and this is another my Kali machine. Okay. The password, I think I went it wrong. Yes, guys, but the default password you have to enter. No, Kali is their default password. Okay, so default password you can use. If you are downloading that fresh system, so Kali will be the username and the password will be also Kali. Okay, but I have changed that root password. Okay, so as you all can see, this is my Linux machine. So you have to go here and you have to write your password. Okay. फर्स्ट मैं आप लोग को कैसे कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर डाउनलोड करना होता है सिस्टम के अंदर वो बताऊंगा, जस्ट बेसिक। आप कुछ भी सिस्टम के अंदर कैसे डाउनलोड करोगे। ओके, कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर हो गया काली लिनक्स के अंदर आप कैसे डाउनलोड करोगे, इंस्टॉल कैसे करोगे, एंड व्हाट विल बी द अदर थिंग हाउ यू विल डू। ओके, तो गिटअप का नाम सुना सब लोगों ने। गिटअप, व्हाट इज गिटअप।
यस सर।
जस्ट आप मुझे एक लाइन में बता सकते हो क्या होता है, एनीथिंग, नो प्रॉब्लम।
सर GitHub is a platform where we can share programs and code. उसके अलावा भी बहुत कुछ
एग्जैक्टली,
शेयर कर
वेयर वी
सकते
कैन
हैं।
से ऑल काइंड ऑफ, एग्जैक्टली, ग्रेट आंसर। We can set we can put different kinds of code, different kinds of tools। अगर से आपने कोई tools बनाए आप GitHub पे डाल सकते हो, वहां से लोग डाउनलोड करके उसकी सर्विसेज या फिर एक्सेस ले सकते हैं। वहां पे ऑलरेडी थाउजेंड्स ऑफ बहुत सारे टूल्स पड़े हैं ऑलरेडी, और लोग डे टू डे लाइफ में रोज बनाते रहते हैं, डालते रहते हैं, अपलोड करते रहते हैं। ओके, एंड इट्स रियली ग्रेट। अच्छी बात होती है कि आपने अगर से टूल बना के गिटहब पे डाला, सो यू कैन पुट दैट थिंग इनटू योर रिज्यूम दैट यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ टूल एंड यू हैव टू इंटर दैट टूल इनटू गिटहब। ओके, or you have you have written some kind of piece of code and you have uploaded that code on GitHub, and if you are have to mention that thing into your resume, so that's do impact if you are really has done that properly. Okay, I'm saying properly. It means properly, genuine work should be there. So what I was going to tell, yes, how you can download any kinds of software into Kali machine. Okay, so tell me any kind of software like Campfish I will take. So here you all can say this is Campfish. So GitHub page of Campfish you have to go to. यहाँ पे आपको ये कोड पे जाना होगा और यहाँ से आपको कॉपी करना है उसके लिंक को। ओके, और यहाँ पे आपको अगर से आप विंडो में इंस्टॉल कर रहे हैं तो आपको जिप मिल जाएगा उसका, यहाँ से आप जिप ले सकते हो। जिप एक्सट्रैक्ट करके आपको उसके रेडमी वगैरह ये सारी फाइल्स मिल जाएगी, यहाँ पे सारी फाइल्स जो दिख रही है फाइल मिल जाएगी। तो यहाँ पे वो सारे स्टेप्स हैं कि फीचर्स क्या है इसका, यहाँ पे उसका टूल टेस्टेड ये क्या है वो सब लिखा है, एंड इंस्टॉलिंग एंड रिक्वायरमेंट वो वगैरह लिखा है कि यहाँ पे ये सारा चीज आपको भी लगेगा। और इंस्टॉलिंग टर्मक्स इनटू और काली लिनक्स की आपको इंस्टॉल करने के लिए ये सारे कमांड रन करने हैं। ओके, यहाँ पे आपको लॉग्स वगैरह भी चेंज करने हैं। ओके, तो आपको टूल कैसे इंस्टॉल करना है वो मैं बताता हूँ और आपको उसको यूज कैसे करना है। ओके, सो सी हम लोग ने क्या इंस्टॉल, अभी उसके कॉपी कोड को कॉपी किया है और आपको यहाँ पे गिट क्लोन कमांड यूज करना है। गिट क्लोन, और यहाँ पे आप ये लिख सकते हो उसका कोड जो है पेस्ट कर सकते हो। ओके गाइस, सिंपल एंटर मारो तो यहाँ पे डेस्टिनेशन ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट आएगा। सो यहाँ पे अगर से मैं एलएस करके देखूंगा ना तो यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी मुझे कैम्पफिश कैम्पफिश नाम से आएगा, दिख रहा है आपको। सी, दिस इज कैम्पफिश। Okay, that's why it is there. If I remove this campfish, you can download it again. So see, if I remove, what I can do to remove, see, I can do camp, and let's see whether it is there or not. See, it is not there, I think. Yeah, it is there. rm hyphen rbf. See, I have removed this. Now we'll run this command to download. See, it will be downloading. Able to access. Again, we'll this is the GitHub page. We'll copy that code. What is the problem? Unable to process. Yeah, I think there is a issue into. Let's see. Troubleshoot it. We'll copy that code again and git clone. Okay, so there is unable to access this. So what you have to do? You have to do that. You can download also zip from here. Go to you can download readme. You can download also this files. Okay. यहाँ पे आप दूसरा भी ले सकते हो जैसे कि yesterday I told you set fisher and all or any other tool like nmap also you can take. Okay, like see if I will give you example of nmap GitHub. So how you can download nmap into through GitHub. So nmap is also already installed into your Kali Linux. You don't have to download. But yeah, in case it is not there, you can always download that nmap into your system. Okay. And then the other tool. Uh, email attack. If I will download any kind of phishing attack. Phishing attack GitHub tool. Okay. So here you will be getting phishing attack GitHub tools. यहाँ पे just first of all Z Fisher दिखा रहा है जो कि already we have yesterday used and any other tool. Yeah, Wi-Fi Fisher is there. So you can use this tool. There is the Z Fisher only. Here is phishing kit tools. So you can also download this and see here we are downloading phishing attack. So we'll copy this code and we'll see git clone you have to write. Not accessing. We'll do in this system. Let's try git clone. So there is not a git install. So you have to install git clone. You have to write, not clean. Git clone. So see here it is installing that tool into systems. So there is a issue. I think some connectivity issue. See here you cannot see the connectivity into this Kali machine. Okay, so even though white connection on, this is just running. So therefore there might be issue of connectivity. Okay. And here if I will see, so this is the process you through this you can download. And now I will tell you how you can update your Kali Linux. So I will use this Kali Linux to update. So see, there are scripting files or there is a configuration file which you can use तो हाँ वीकेंड यू आप उसको एडिट कर सकते हो आप अपने कालिनस को अपडेट करने के लिए ओके so there is a command which I will give directly this link into your WhatsApp group. So see, this is the documentation official Kali Linux page. Okay, so you have to go to this path. So how will go? CD yeah, or CD etc apt. Okay, here you will see that source list file. So you have to just open that source list file into nano. ओके सो यहाँ पे आपको एक लाइन दिखेगा जस्ट ये आपको देखना प्रॉपरली है कि नहीं डेव एचटीटीपी काली org काली रोलिंग here you can see kali rolling. Okay, and then main cron tab and non-free. Okay, it means you can update your Kali Linux. So this line should be there और यहाँ पे hash sign रहता है इसका मतलब क्या किसी को आइडिया है? Does anybody know this idea? What is the point of being this hash sign over there? No?
Indicates root user.
No, I think. See, यहाँ पे hash sign है इसका मतलब this is comment. Okay, so here I can write anything with the help of hash sign. So that will not executed. अगर से आप लोग ने कोडिंग किया रहेगा फॉरेस्ट C++, तो वहां पे हम लोग कमेंट आउट करने के लिए क्या यूज करते हैं फॉर स्लैश के करके जो जस्ट वन लाइन वी राइट दैट व्हाट इज दैट बिलो कोड इज डूइंग वी राइट इनटू कमेंट. Okay, so like that we can write over here anything like see this is tutorial of how we can download or how we can update Kali Linux. Okay, so anything you can write with the hash asterisk sign because किसी भी लाइन में जहाँ पे हैशट्रिक्स होगा दैट लाइन विल बी नॉट बी एग्जीक्यूटेड. ओके सो यहाँ पे जस्ट इट्स बीइंग नो पॉइंट ऑफ बीइंग देयर फॉर दिस लाइन. ओके सो दिस लाइन अगर से रहे या फिर ये लाइन यहाँ पे एग्जिस्ट करे ना करे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ओके इट डजंट मैटर whether this line are there or not if we are using that hash sign because वहां कमेंट आउट कर देता पूरी लाइन को. अगर से आप वहां पे हैश यूज करते हो कमेंट कर देगा. ओके so I think if you have done programming Python and C++ HTML, so you might be knowing what is comment out. या फिर how we do commenting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah exactly. So this file should be this. यहाँ पे इसको comment नहीं करना वरना कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. So this is the main line which should be like this only. So here I will go to control save and save mode. So what another command over here I can use it to apt update. Can anybody give me what is update and upgrade? What is difference between update and upgrade? Anyone? Just tell me what is update and what is upgrade? Wrong भी होएगा चलेगा. Just आप मुझे बता सकते हो. कोई बताना चाहेगा? Anyone? No? What is difference between update and upgrade? Okay, then I'll tell you. See, update means you are doing just enhancement to the current version. Like if there is any kind of software, and if you are updating that software by if you take the example of Play Store, if you are doing update through Play Store, so there is update. Okay, and upgrade part means you are removing that updating, and if you are downloading then whole version of new software or any kind of update, it's like you are doing changes into your home, like you are doing painting into your home into Diwali vacation. So that is you are updating your house with the help of different kinds of tips and tricks. Okay, and what's the point? What's the meaning like upgrading? It means that you are upgrading your house. Doesn't it means like you have changed to your house from one house to another house. Okay. सो अभी ये मुझे बता सकता है कोई कि जो विंडो 11 आया वो अपडेट है कि अपग्रेड है?
Upgrade.
जस्ट मुझे इतना बताओ क्या है?
अपग्रेड 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 सर
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली गाइस, वो अपग्रेड है. सो विंडो 10 में यहाँ पे जो तुम्हें अपडेट का ऑप्शन मिलता है, चेक फॉर अपडेट. सो ये अपडेट जस्ट बताता है अगर सिस्टम में कोई पैच हुआ या फिर सिस्टम में कोई नई नई ड्राइवर्स ऐड हुए तो वो सर सिस्टम के अंदर लोड करके देता है आपको और बताता है, अपडेट करके देता है, अप टू डेट करके देता है. ओके, बट अपग्रेड मीन्स आप पूरे विंडो 10 को निकाल के विंडो 11 को, अगर से इफ यू आर इंस्टॉलिंग दैट विंडो 11 बाय रिमूविंग विंडो 10, दैट मीन्स यू आर नॉट अपडेटिंग, यू आर अपग्रेडिंग योर विंडोज फ्रॉम वर्जन 10 टू वर्जन 11. ओके सर, so this is the main difference. I think this which is the basic one. Okay, so we were discussing how we can this upgrade our Kali Linux. So see, first I'm updating. So it should be list me different kinds of updated software or which software will need to be updated. Okay, just it will list all the softwares or the packages. So it is on working mode. Let's see. So it will just list all the software which need to be upgraded. Okay, so we'll use the upgrade commands. Here you can see apt full upgrade means you are upgrading every software into your every packages into your system. And hyphen y option, why we choose, can anybody know? Hyphen y, this option कोई बता सकता है कि हम
Yes,
लोग क्यों?
yes.
तो यहाँ पे देखो एरर आया, तो ये एरर आपको सॉल्व करना फिर पड़ेगा. ओके, तो यहाँ पे आपको जस्ट जाना है और मैं यहाँ से वो लाइन एक काम करते हैं, विंडो 2022 का मैं रिलीज वर्जन पे जाता हूँ और वहां से सी यहाँ पे आपको जाना है. ये लाइन आपको इसमें पेस्ट कर देनी है. तो लेट्स सी वेदर इट विल वर्किंग और नॉट. ओके, सो देखो अभी यहाँ पे ये मेन लाइन आ गई है वहां पे. अब यहाँ पे आप बाकी सब यहाँ से रिमूव हो चुका है, यहाँ पे वही लाइन है बट थोड़ी सी अपडेटेड होके आ चुकी है, नॉन फ्री कंट्रीब्यूशन वगैरह ये. ओके, सो इसको आपको सेव करना है, एंटर करके बाहर आना है. अब आपको यहाँ पे sudo पूरा अपडेट करना है, तो आपका सिस्टम पहले अपडेट होगा. इट विल लिस्ट द सब पैकेजेस विल नीड टू बी अपडेटेड. ओके, एंड देन यू हैव टू अपग्रेड. एंड यहाँ पे आप एंड ऑप्शन यूज कर सकते हो टू यूज मल्टीपल कमांड एट अ टाइम ओनली. ओके, सो अगर से आप अपडेट कर रहे हो, अपग्रेड कर रहे हो, तो आपको इंटरनेट कनेक्शन एकदम स्ट्रांग वाला चाहिए, क्योंकि वहां पे आपको बहुत सारे पैकेजेस अपडेट होते हैं. सो नियरली वो 4 to 5 hours भी ले लेते हैं. अभी देखो यहाँ पे समथिंग इशू इनटू माय सिस्टम, सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज फेलिंग. ओके, so temporary failure resolving http kali.org, some index file to download, they have been ignored. Okay, so this kind of issue are facing, temporary failure resolving. So यहाँ पे ही कुछ issue है शायद. I think there is some issue with the kali.org website only. Okay, with the help of this. And see, and this command you can use to upgrade your system. So you can use full command also with the help of and sign. Okay, which is combination of two command. So let's see now it is working or not. And see, it is not working. Yeah, I think some few of software it is work, but yeah, it is not working. There is a C command. This kind of error it is showing. So see, there is, I think, then the connectivity issue. See, if I will go to Firefox, I told you internet connection is required to upgrade or update your system. Okay, so internet is not coming to my system. So what I'll do, if you are not able to get internet into your system, just go to setting and change from bridge to NAT and see now you can get a network into your system or not. If you are not getting, then you have to perform the other troubleshooting methods. Okay, so first run if config command. So whether you can get CIP or not, yeah, you can CIP properly, no problem. And now you can do this. So first of all, you have to update this command, apt update. So yeah, it is taking time, but now I think it shouldn't be face any kind of issue. So first of all, we'll go to see, it is not facing issue. We'll go to YouTube and we'll see whether it is running on internet or not. So internet connection is required, and strong internet connection is required to upgrade or update your system. Okay. So see, yeah, internet is working, no problem with that. So see, now it will be take upgrading, and if I will now put it on update or upgrading mode, so it will take whole day even. Okay. On this speed, it will take whole day to update and upgrade. Okay, guys. So see, until and unless you are not getting 1 Mbps even, so you shouldn't put your system on upgrade and upgrade mode. Okay, which gonna heat your generate heat your laptop. Okay, it's gonna update all the packages which is out there by default also into your Kali Linux machine. As we know, in Kali Linux there is by default a lot of packages is there, a lot of exploitation tool, a lot of basic tool is there. See, here we will be going. So here there is a recent used which I used recently, Tor, Wi-Fi and social engineering toolkit. Okay, and there is other applications. These are used application and vulnerability analysis. Okay, to find the bugs into any kind of systems or websites, you can use this kind of tools. And there is database assessment also, SQL and SQLite and post exploitation. What is the exploitation? Yesterday, which was the five basic steps of hacking which we have learned in the first lecture? Can anyone tell me? First of all, information gathering. Anyone remember? There was 5 phases of hacking. Okay, I told you first phase is information gathering. Second phase, can anyone tell me? Information
Scanning.
gathering. Yeah, first phase is information gathering, and the second phase is scanning, and the third phase is gaining access. Means you are gaining that access from any kind of target website or any kind of target servers. Okay, can anybody tell me fourth step?
Maintaining access.
Exactly. So the access which you got into your third step, you have to maintain that access throughout and exploit is ready. Okay, once your exploit is ready, you can exploit that machine. Okay, and then the last part is, what is the fifth step? Fifth phase of
Clearing.
hacking? Exactly, the clearing track means you don't have to put anything behind your behind your activity, so that no one can track you, like clearing logs and all. Okay, so here you can see I have updated, and now you have to do upgrade. Okay, see. So now it will do fully update also and upgrade also. Okay, so this is gonna take a time of 3 to 4 hours, I can say. So until and unless you don't have a good internet connectivity, don't put on upgrade or update mode. Or yeah, you can put, it's your call. Okay, no problem, guys. You can anytime put. Okay, just write, use this file which I will send into the group. So you can do that upgrading part into your system. Okay, or you just go to
Yes, sir.
Google. Just go to Google and type over here Kali Linux update Kali Linux 2022. Okay, the first link you will be getting, just click on that link, and here are the steps which you can follow to update your machine. Just ignore the above steps. Here you have to go just Kali Linux. Okay, here see how you can update Kali Linux 2022.1. Okay, so this line you have to enter into your into your machine, and then apt update and fully upgrade. And now this command you can run and reboot your machine, and fully your system will be fully updated and upgraded. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I told you already git clone command we use to do download any kind of tools from GitHub. Exactly. And see, I think there was some connectivity into my system, like internet connectivity. So that's why I don't tell you the practical part. We'll have that practical part of how we can exploit or how you can crack the password of window machine or Kali machine. We'll be doing that on Monday. That sound good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So meanwhile, you can practice all the basic command of the Linux, and you or everybody make your system ready. Help each other while installing the system. You can contact each other that whether you have installed or not, and what is the issue if you are facing. So contact to that person who has already installed and help each other, guys. Okay, and make your system ready. So we'll have that main part of hacking in for the lectures. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So should we end, guys?
Okay, sir. Yes, okay, sir.
Yeah, I think tomorrow is off, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we'll directly see you on Monday, guys. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Bye, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank
Have
Thank
a
you,
nice
sir.
day.
Bye, sir.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
nice day, sir.